Title of this follower-submitted story is, Am I the Astronaut for Getting My Nephew a Fart Machine? It sounds like something I would do, but I did not do this. I, 35 female, see, clearly not me. I, 35 female, am a single childless adult. However, I'm a very proud auntie to my 2 nephews, 8 and 6, and 1 niece, 8. My 8-year-old nephew is my brother's 32 male only child, and he and the mom, 31 female, split up not long after my nephew was born. For the sake of my nephew, I've done my best to maintain a relationship with his ex for the sake of being in my nephew's life, although it hasn't always been easy, given the situation with my brother. She's also very passive-aggressive towards all of us, and there's a long history of me going out of my way to accommodate her for things like family holidays with little to no appreciation. I now live in another state, but I do my best to send gifts for Christmas and birthdays when I can afford to do so. This Christmas, I sent him a puzzle-type toy for ages 8 and up. His 8th birthday was a few weeks after Christmas, but since it isn't a matter of him choking on the toy, but rather a recommendation based on ability, and he is very smart, I didn't even think twice about it. However, she sent me a video of him opening the gift, and at the end told him he can't play with it since he isn't 8 years old, and had him ask me why I would send him a gift that he can't play with yet. Oh, we got ourselves another bitch biscuit, folks. Am I not supposed to say that word? Am I offending biscuits everywhere? I was crushed. Well, the mom did later say, you can probably play with it anyways. The whole thing felt very passive-aggressive to me, as she typically is that way. Yeah. As his birthday approached, she messaged me to let me know what day his party was and to feel free to send the gifts unwrapped, and she would wrap them for me. That sounds sus. Great. Makes it much easier for me to send directly from Amazon and save a few bucks on wrapping. Fast forward to today. The gifts arrive and she messages me asking if I made a mistake and sent her the gifts for my niece by mistake. Their birthdays are a few days apart. I said no, I hadn't sent her gift yet since her party is a week later. She responded with the kind of cringe straight face smile emoji. This one? That emoji. To which I replied, is there something wrong with it? All she said was, a fart machine. Well, call me crazy, but I think a fart machine is a great gift for an 8-year-old. I actually searched gifts for 8-year-old boy and sent both the fart machine and a megaphone. Are they loud? Yeah, but that's the fun in being an auntie. Growing up, my aunts and uncles always got me and my brother noisy gifts, and my parents responded by doing the same for their kids once they were parents themselves. I simply responded, yeah, it looked fun. What 8-year-old wouldn't love that? And by the way, I did ask for a list before Christmas and was told he didn't have one. Now I feel like she intentionally asked me to send the gifts unwrapped with the intent to screen the gifts, and he may not even get them. She isn't responding to my messages. So, am I the astronaut? No, you are absolutely not. You are dealing with someone who is not just a helicopter parent, but just feeds on control over the situations completely here. The whole charade about, oh, you can't play with it yet because you're not 8 years old. And it says 8 and up. That was a bitch biscuit play. And it was a power move. And it was bullshit. The fact that she used this child against you like this. The fact that she, in this video, made the child ask why you would send something that he can't play with yet is terrible. And that's a good preview to the kind of shit that she pulls on her ex. So what in the world? It's a terrible situation. And I wouldn't trust her at all. I would not trust her at all. Why talk to her? Why coordinate with her? I'm going back and looking here, and I'm like, she's the ex. For the sake of my nephew, I've done my best to maintain a relationship with his ex for the sake of being in my nephew's life. Why can't she be a part of her nephew's life through her brother? Maybe he doesn't get to see him, because the smart play here would be, don't play the games with this passive-aggressive control freak. Just develop a relationship with this child through your brother. It sounds like that's not an option somehow, but she doesn't go into why. Maybe he doesn't have visitation. Maybe I don't know what the issue is, but that sucks. If that is an option at all, I would lean into creating the relationship with him through the brother. If that's not an option, then shit, I don't know. Definitely don't send unwrapped gifts. Even if you do send wrapped gifts now, she's probably going to unwrap them to screen them anyway, just because she wants to control everything and make everyone else look bad. That sucks. This is a her problem, and there's nothing that you can do to solve that. You just have to try to work around it. It is definitely a her problem. That control, that need for control comes from a deep-rooted insecurity. So just recognize it's not a you problem. And sooner or later, the kid will find it out. It's going to take some years, but they'll figure it out. And then you can be the cool aunt who gets to do all kinds of fun stuff. But while they're under her immediate and total control, it's going to be gated by games.